Breaking: no more open grazing in Lagos as Sanwolu signs bill into law. 11 days after the State House of Assembly passed the bill, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has assented to the bill prohibiting open cattle grazing and trespass of the cattle on land. The bill was unanimously passed by the State House of Assembly and transmitted to the executive arm for authorization. With the governor's assent, it is now criminal in Lagos for herdsmen to occupy unapproved public areas and private land with their livestock for grazing. The law also prohibits the act of moving cattle around public places by herders. The signing of the anti-open grazing law by the governor followed the decision of the Southern Governors Forum last August, setting the September deadline to pass this bill. There have been crises witnessed in some states resulting from alleged open grazing. Although farmer herders crisis is not pronounced in Lagos, the anti-open grazing law is expected to prevent the spillover of the menace into the state. Sanwo-Olu, who assented the bill during the State Executive Council meeting in Alausa, directed the security agencies to swing immediately into action and enforce provision of the law. He said, "By the power vested in me as the governor of Lagos State, I am signing the bill on open cattle grazing and trespass of cattle on land into law to prohibit issues associated with the open grazing of livestock." The governor also signed legislation transforming the Lagos State Domestic and Sexual Violence Response Team into a full-blown agency. Development coincided with the commemorative month dedicated to raising awareness on gender-based violence in the state. The governor and members of the state cabinet wore attire with purple shades to support the campaign against sexual violence. The DSVRT legislation provides for the establishment of the sexual offenders register that would help the state efficiently tackle violators in the communities. After signing the law, Sanwo-Olu said, "Raising awareness about domestic and sexual violence is an important piece of working to the end of the cycle of violence. It is important to reiterate the state government's zero tolerance to all forms of sexual and gender-based violence. We will not rest until our oars until the menace is reduced to the barest minimum in Lagos." The governor appointed Mrs. Titilola Vivor Adeniyi as the executive secretary of the new agency. Vivor Adeniyi was the coordinator of the response team before the legislation was signed into law. Well, I really support what somebody did to avoid any form of violence later on in Lagos. It's just looking out for the people of Lagos. Lagosians, so listening to me, comment down below what you think about what your governor did in your state. Subscribe, like, and please share this video. Thank you.